Okay, so this is Claire Jarrett with how to launch an online program, add 5 figures to your monthly revenue, and set yourself free from hourly rates forever. So I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining me. Now, we've got around about 45 minutes today, so I want to respect your time, respect my time. We're not going to do any messing around, any chit-chat. We're going to jump straight in and get started with the content. Okay, so is this for you? This is for you if you make a living from your expertise, probably being paid by the hour. Maybe you're a coach or a consultant. Maybe you're an expert, an author, or a marketer. This is for you if you want to figure out how to get paid more and work smarter. Now, in the next 45 minutes, I'm going to show you how to attract in premium clients on autopilot with a simple 5-step marketing system that I'm going to take you through. I'm going to show you how to turn what you know into a simple program that will sell for anywhere from $2,000 up to $10,000 without increasing the number of hours that you're working. I'm then also going to show you how to use Facebook to identify thousands of potential buyers in minutes, how to design your program so that clients will get amazing results, and how to do all of this without overwhelm in a few simple steps and without posting endlessly on Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn or any other time-consuming strategies that don't lead anywhere. My ultimate promise to you at the end of today's session, you will have a step-by-step strategy to attract a minimum of 3 to 10 new clients per month on autopilot through what I've talked to you today. Now, there's nothing on sale today. Stay to the end and you'll get a free gift from me, which is a checklist explaining the steps that you need to take that confirm what you've learned on today's session. Now, does this sound like you? Do you have times where you're struggling to find clients, but other times where you can't figure out how you're going to fit everything in? Maybe you wish your income was more reliable and you knew you could rely on a certain number of clients coming in every single month. Maybe some of the clients you're working with just aren't as committed as you would like them to be. Maybe you know you're worth more than you're charging, but you can't figure out how to put your prices up without losing clients. Maybe you wish there was a way you could make better use of online marketing, but you can't figure out how to do it without going crazy. Do you feel as if you can't find a way to consistently bring in really great clients? Now, the real problem, your lead generation system is broken. And once you fix this and you create a lead generation system that works, you will have a stress-free business that allows you to work just a few hours per week. You can attract in premium clients who pay what you're worth and they get the results. You will have an easy automated marketing funnel that just generates new leads for you on autopilot. And you'll bring in new clients faster than you ever thought was possible. Now you need to know, there's just 5 simple steps to attracting all the premium clients you want. And I'm going to walk you through exactly how to take those steps today. Now, before I do, just very briefly, just going to tell you who I am and why I'm here with you today. Now, my name's Claire Jarrett. I'm the best known paid traffic and webinar expert in the UK, and I've got clients across Europe, the US, Canada, Australia. So far, as of today, I've trained in excess of 35,000 people on webinars like this one, face-to-face trainings through my online programs, online courses, and members of my mastermind. You'll be hearing from a number of them today. Typically add an extra $70,000 to $300,000 a year to their income. Okay, so let's get started. Implementing the 5 steps. Okay, so before we can even begin with the 5 steps, a few words of advice that I have seen stop many of my prospects and my clients. This is super important. You need to act like the type of client you want to attract, or else this is going to stop you. Like attracts like. If you are currently fed up with prospects taking ages to decide and instead you want fast acting clients, how are you modeling that yourself right now by being slow to decide? It's essential to be able to take fast action yourself so that your clients can do this too. If you want your prospects and clients to take action on what they've learned, you must take action on what you have learned and implement things too, or else you are never going to get these steps working. Okay. So our first step, charge for the outcome of what you do, not by the hour. Now, what outcome or end result do people truly want? People are not coming to you wanting to spend hours on the phone or on Skype or in face-to-face meetings with you for the sake of it. People do not want you to give them more and more tasks to do to keep them busy. They don't want to be kept busy at all. People want the end result of what you do. And actually, if they had a choice, you would be able to get them there faster the better, and they would pay you even more for it. People do not want to pay for 10 hours, 20 hours, 30 hours. They want to pay for the outcome, the end result. They want to pay to get you to where they need to go. The faster, the better. Okay, so to ensure your clients get amazing results, you simply need to create a program and design it around the end result that clients truly want. And then just get them there as fast as you can in as few steps as possible. So price your program around the outcome and people will pay more for it. Cheap prices will actually attract in non-action takers and mean clients get less results because they can hide behind the fact that they're paying you by the hour, not for achieving the outcome. Now, a quick activity to get you thinking about how this could apply to you. What is your outcome? What is the end result of what you do? Where is it you typically take clients? What do you typically help clients to achieve? What results do your best clients report? Okay, so I want you to consider this. Now, what is your outcome? What do you typically help clients to achieve? What results do your best clients report? Now, here's a few examples to help you. Learn how to attract your perfect partner. Learn how to generate high-quality leads using LinkedIn. Learn how to create an abundance mindset. What is it, the end result, the outcome of what you do that people will pay for, that they would prefer it if you could get them there in as few steps as possible? Then you simply put your program online and make sure that it helps them achieve the end result. Then instead of working with every single client privately by the hour, you can record your client delivery into a program that delivers results and gets them towards the end result as quickly as possible. You'll back it up each week. So you'll back your recorded training up with a coaching call. And you can choose to have that coaching call either as a private coaching call or a group coaching call, depending how you choose to structure it. And many of my clients choose either private or group. Sometimes they move from private into group coaching further down the line. Now, if you learn to price for the outcome, not by the hour, This will immediately allow you to jump from $100 an hour up to $2,000 as a minimum. And many of my clients start off by charging $5,000, $6,000, anywhere up to $8,000 or even $10,000. Okay, so how do you actually get your program online, and is it complicated? So the answer to this is no. I'm asked about this a lot. So there's a number of different ways that you can deliver your program. And to begin with, I want to reassure you and also advise you that I really wouldn't suggest you pre-record the training. I wouldn't suggest that at the end of this session, for example, you go away and record an entire 8-week program, because you don't know what type of clients you're going to be attracting into the program. Now, my suggestion is to begin the program and to record it once a week as you're going along, and then actually deliver it for your course participants. And in order to deliver it, it can be as complicated or as easy as you want to make it. Now, I've used all of these different methods. I have either sent out a series of emails which contain links to the videos I've recorded. I have also created a membership site, which is obviously a far more complex and expensive way of doing things. But you really don't have to begin with a membership site. So many people think that this is going to be what stops them. They need a membership site. They need to hire a web designer. They're worried about the technology. Doesn't have to be that way. You can quite simply begin with the series of emails, and then later, once you've got all the videos perfected, you could then hire a designer to do a membership site for you at that point. And instead of emails, another really easy way to deliver your content is to quite simply create a private Facebook group or a LinkedIn group for your course participants. And then you quite simply post the videos in there for them. Maybe you might want to tag them so that they definitely see it. But it can be as easy or as complex as you want it to be. So I hope that reassures you. Now, how can you earn 5 figures a month from a simple program such as this? So I've given you some figures here that clearly outline how easy it is to actually hit 5 figures. And you can see that you only need a couple of clients a month. 2 clients a month paying you $5,000 will immediately give you $10,000 a month. 3 $4,000 clients, 4 $3,000 clients, depending on where you want to start. You will just need a handful of clients in a month and you'll be able to hit 5 figures. And of course, I've given you another example there. If you want to hit $30,000 a month, then you just quite simply need $5,000, $6,000. Now, this is the type of difference that it can make to your income by choosing to charge for the outcome, not by the hour. So literally just a few clients per month, and you'll be adding 5 figures a month from just this simple program that you don't even need to go and record now. You can just take an hour each week to record the content, prepare it for your clients, and then deliver it to them, maybe in a simple email or maybe in a membership site, whatever works for you. So here's a comparison of the old way of working versus the new way. Now, this may or may not be what you're doing currently. Maybe you're currently charging by the hour. Maybe you're finding that clients are slower to achieve what you want them to achieve, that desired outcome. Maybe they're not truly committing, not doing the work, not doing what needs to be done, and as a result, they're getting poorer results. Many of you may be typically charging maybe $100 to $150 an hour, maybe some of you less, maybe some of you slightly more. Now let's compare this to the new way of doing things, with an online program that delivers an end result for your clients. You'll be charging for the outcome, not by the hour. Clients will get the desired outcome faster, and they'll be fully committed, and they'll be actually getting the work done each week. Typically charging somewhere between $2,000 and $10,000 for an 8-week program, This is a way to make sure that people truly commit. They'll get the work done. They'll get the end result. People will be raving about your program. Here's a case study from one of my clients. Now, Leo was charging €70 an hour for his coaching services. We helped him structure what he does, helped him structure his offer into an 8-week program for his clients. And he began charging €2,000 straight away. Within a few weeks, he'd sold 6 at €2,000. He then put his price up to €3,000. And as of today, he's raised it again and has just sold his first program at €4,000. Okay, so that is the difference that it can make, moving from €70 an hour into €4,000 an hour within just a couple of months. Okay, so our second step is to become appointment only. Now, there's going to be no more off-the-cuff meetings, no more people sending you a quick Facebook message or a quick text, no more people trying to pick your brains. By becoming appointment only, this ensures that people truly value your time. So here's an example. You can see that here, the first step in our appointment scheduler is people choose their time zone. As soon as they've chosen their time zone, they pick a time that works for them for an appointment, and it then immediately diverts into an application form. The application form then has some questions that people will answer that qualify them, that prove they are truly interested, that prove that they understand that my time has meaning and that they are expecting to make a decision on the call. A comparison of the old way of booking appointments in versus the new way. This is a difference it can make. People messaging you through Facebook or LinkedIn or email, or maybe you've just got your mobile or your office number. Maybe you actually even just answer inbound calls. Now, these unscheduled, unplanned calls lead to an unfocused call with no expectation that the person that you're talking to, your prospect, is ever actually going to buy anything from you. Now, let's compare this with the new way of doing things. We're going to have prospects valuing your time, filling in application forms to request a planned consultation where you're going to be discussing a set topic. There's going to be a set agenda, which is going to be to discuss how you can help, and then making a decision on the call as to whether you can help them further or not. Now, this is exactly what my client Claire did. Now, Claire's a life coach who had just moved back from New Zealand, starting again here in the UK with her business, and she needed to hit the ground running and bring in sales and clients fast. Now, Claire followed our program. She became appointment only, got to grip with Facebook ads following our advice, and then brought in 5 new private coaching clients in an 8-week period. Well done, Claire. Okay, so let's now talk about how to bring leads in that are going to be booking in appointments with you. Creating a simple automated marketing funnel. Okay, so let's now think about what's going to go in our automated marketing funnel. What are we going to need to bring leads in that are going to buy our program? To start with, we're going to need a Facebook ad, and we're going to be looking at that in more detail shortly. And that's how we're going to attract in prospects in the first place. From a Facebook ad, they'll go to what's called a landing page, which is where you'll explain further details about some content that you're going to give them for free, or a webinar they're going to sign up for, or something similar, and collect their email address. They will then download the content or attend the webinar. And at the end of the piece of content, you offer to help people and they will book in an appointment. And then on the appointment, you quite literally help them it to the best of your ability, and then if you're a good fit to work together, you then just go ahead and make that decision on that specific call. Now, of course, in between, you'll be building up an email list of people that have been subscribing for your content, signing up for your webinars, etc. So you will then also be emailing those leads as well. Now, the key here is the fact that you're going to be building authority in your marketing, and this is what allows people to see that you've got the answer to their problem. Remember that big outcome, that big end result people wanted? Make your marketing good enough and you'll create pre-qualified leads. So it means by the time they book in the appointment with you, they already are pretty certain that you are the answer, that you are going to be able to help them provide the end result they've been looking for. So you quite simply are going to bring people in using this marketing funnel. And the key is the fact that you're going to need some education-based content such as webinars, checklists, etc. We'll be looking at those shortly in more detail, and use them to bring in leads. And at the end of everything you do, make sure that you ask for the appointment. Okay, so a couple of examples of content might be checklists or guides for how to do things. Maybe a webinar, a live webinar or an automated webinar such as this one. Maybe a blog. Blogs are really great content. You can also use that, send that out as emails to people as well. You can do retargeting with your blogs as well, which will allow people, if they've been exposed to multiple pieces of content, it means that they're even more qualified. Now, by retargeting, I mean once they visited your ad, once they visited your page once, you can then advertise to them and follow them around with your ad. So it means they feel like they really grow to know you, like you, and trust you really quickly. The real key is the fact that the content can be anything that demonstrates your expertise and showing that you've got the answer to their particular problem. Okay, so here's an example, a simple checklist. You can see that here at the bottom, I've got a Facebook ad. You can see where it says sponsored. Business owners learn how to automate your marketing. Download the free 23-point checklist here. That then took them through into a landing page, which just said download your free checklist, download now, click here to download now. People would enter their email address and they would then get delivered that checklist, which, as you can see, was just a simple one piece of content with a link at the bottom to book in a call. Now, a checklist is a really great way to get started, but it won't create as qualified leads for you as if you were to create a webinar. Now, we're going to imagine for the purposes of this that you're going to create an automated webinar, because an automated webinar can quite simply be recorded in the comfort of your own home. You can simply record yourself talking over a PowerPoint presentation, and then you can automate that recording so it runs 24/7 for you around the world, bringing in really well qualified leads. And the benefit of a webinar is the fact that it builds huge value in the eyes of your audience and creates extremely well qualified leads. So in brief, a structure for a webinar would be 5 minutes intro, 30 to 40 minutes really great content, teaching them something about your particular topic and why you are the answer to their problem. Of course, explaining about the end result and how it's possible to achieve the end result in a few simple steps. And then 5 minutes at the end, explaining how you can help and asking them to get on a call. So you do this right, and the leads that you create using an automated webinar will be extremely well qualified. Now, to back up all of the leads that you are bringing in from Facebook ads into your other pieces of marketing, you would then definitely need to back this up by email, which is where at least half of my leads come from email to the email list that I have created as a result of the other advertising I do. Now, you don't need an email list before you begin, because these type of advertising methods, this marketing funnel, will allow you to create a list very rapidly using these particular strategies. But once you've got one, do stay in touch with that list that you've built regularly. Writing good content, sending it out regularly, ideally once a week, twice a week if you can manage it. The key is that with your emails, you continue to demonstrate you understand them. You've got the answer to their problem, and then asking them to book themselves in for an appointment so that you can discuss how you can help further. And I would suspect that emails will create at least 50% of your booked appointments. Okay, so let's go and look at a specific type of email that we sent out recently. Now, this email resulted in 64 applications, and you can see it had the subject heading, "Are you getting the number of leads that you want?" First name. Hi, first name. It's been a while since you attended my webinar. Are you now getting the number of leads into your business that you want? If the answer is no, let me know. I'd like to help. Simply book in a time to chat here and let's plan out. And you quite simply offer to help. So you can see that backing these emails up with offering to help people. And then, yes, you can make the decision at the end of the calls to work together or not, but there's no hard sell, no pressure is needed because you're quite simply offering to help people when they're ready to move forward. Okay, so including this in your funnel will result in a huge amount more applications, I assure you. Okay, so let's bring this together, the old way of marketing versus the new way. Now, the old way of marketing, whatever you're doing right now to bring in leads, it might be BNI for networking, it might be other forms of business networking. Maybe you're just hoping by sending out tweets, updating Facebook, updating your Facebook page. Maybe you're doing the same on LinkedIn. Maybe you're buying lists and you're cold calling to bring in leads. What you're probably finding is that prospects don't really know who you are, or that you've definitely got the answer to their problem. Sales calls are harder work than they need to be because leads don't really know what you can help them to achieve. And they don't really know what the end result could possibly be of you working together. And this will result in uncommitted clients that don't do the work. Versus the new way. Attracting qualified leads to you who know who you are. By demonstrating your expertise. This means that qualified leads book themselves into your diary. You don't need to chase them. Prospects know who you are, so they're pre-sold. They know you have the answer. They know you can provide the end result. They're educated about this end result. And so-called sales calls just become fun explorations of whether it makes sense to work together or not. And the prospects who apply and want the desired outcome, that want this end result, become your most committed clients. Okay, so let's now look at an example of a client where they applied this marketing funnel. So let's now look at Steve, who's one of our clients. Steve isn't his real name. This is a case study of a client who's in a small niche, and we agreed with him we wouldn't identify him publicly because otherwise his niche would be identifiable. So Steve used our techniques in his marketing funnel, sending out an email that we helped him to create. And by quite simply demonstrating his authority, offering to help his prospects, and then getting them onto booked appointments, he immediately brought in 5 new £5,000 clients, making £25,000. And this is before we'd even started the rest of the programme. Moving on now to my favourite topic, Facebook ads, and how to use Facebook to identify thousands of potential buyers. Now, Facebook's targeting, as of today, is absolutely incredible. Having used Facebook ads a few years back when there was very little you could do with it apart from show it in the right-hand side, tiny little square ads, their new advertising capabilities are so powerful, and they're getting more and more powerful literally by the day. So here's some examples of things you can do or ways you can target with Facebook targeting. So you could target fans of certain pages. So maybe you're a fan of marketing coaches or health coaches such as Amy Porterfield, Tim Ferriss. If you were a weight coach or a health coach, you would be able to target people who are fans of the page Weight Watchers. You can target people who read certain books. So, for example, The Secret, The 4-Hour Work Week. You can target people who've got certain quite broad interests because Facebook knows what pages belong in which specific category, so it can actually target people who have got a broad interest in something, such as health coaching, marketing, personal training. There are so many different broad interests that you can target. You can, if you already have a current Facebook page, you can target friends of your current fans, because let's face it, people's friends are normally fairly similar to them. You can also create something called a lookalike. Now, a lookalike is where you can take any existing lists that you already may have, and you can target people just like them. So, for example, you could target people that are just like your current fans for your business page. You could target people who are just like those visiting your website and reading your blogs. You could target people who were just like your LinkedIn connections, people who were just like any prospects you already have, any clients you already have. So lookalikes are extremely powerful, and they'll allow you to target thousands of potential buyers in minutes. Okay, so let's now go and look at some specific examples of Facebook ads. Here's an example that is one of the best examples I could ever show you because it brought in hundreds of webinar signups, applications to work with us, and then 8 sales of our program. You can see that the image that I've used is a very compelling image. Now, a very big part of your Facebook ad will be the image that you use, and it should be very compelling. Sometimes people ask me, should I have an image of me? As you can see from this one, it absolutely is not necessary. Some of my images, as you're going to see shortly, do use me, but they certainly don't need to have. The best thing about automated webinars is that they can bring in totally cold traffic, and a webinar can actually get that prospect to bond with you extremely quickly. So it's not necessary to always have images of you. Now you can see here in the top line says free 60-minute training today. Now I'm calling out, so I'm telling people it's free training. This was a previous training I was doing that was a 60-minute session. Free 60-minute training today, calling out to successful coaches, consultants and experts. Want to learn how to build an online recurring revenue fast through your expertise? I'll show you how. So calling out to them, asking a question, then telling them I'm going to give them the solution. And the main headline across here, how to replace your private client work with a membership program and rapidly develop a recurring revenue. You can see that again, that is written about what they're going to learn. What is it that people want? That end result, that outcome. So from clearly understanding your audience, you can see that talking to the end result, that will then be what brings people in. Now this ad, as I said, was one of our most successful, and then the ones on the next page have had varying different degrees of success. The advert on the left is the type of advert that I would use typically where people know about me already. So maybe to fans of my page, maybe following people around who've already visited my website, etc. So that was a successful ad. The one in the middle, not quite as successful because the image wasn't quite as compelling as the one on the right. So the one on the right did far better than the one in the middle. And you can see that on the right, I've again followed that format of free 45-minute training today for successful coaches, consultants and experts, then asking a question, then tell people I'll show you how. Right, now on to our final step, invest in a coach. Now coaching gives you accountability, structure and a plan to follow. And of course it gives you the end result. If you expect your clients to invest in your services, your coaching, your program, then you must be willing to invest in yourself too. A good coach will make sure you actually get it done, that you actually do what you plan to do. And a great coach will bring together a group of people all with similar goals, ensuring that you all learn from being together. So today I promised how to attract in premium clients on autopilot with a simple 5-step marketing system. How to turn what you know into a simple program that will sell for anywhere from $2,000 up to $10,000. All this without increasing the number of hours that you're working. How to use Facebook to identify thousands of potential buyers in minutes. How to design your program so that clients will get amazing results. And how to do all of this without overwhelm, in a few simple steps and without posting endlessly on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or any other time-consuming strategies that don't lead anywhere. So this is what you need to succeed. Charge for the end result, not by the hour, by creating a program for which you're going to charge a minimum of $2,000 up to $10,000 for. Become appointment only, accepting only qualified prospects. Put an automated marketing funnel in place to attract in pre-qualified leads. Master Facebook ads and invest in a coach to take you to the next level. Now you have a choice to make. I just taught you exactly how to add 5 figures per month to your business. So your choice is you can either sit back, this was just another webinar, just another day, go back and forget about it. And if you do that, you're going to stay stuck. Now you know why you came on this webinar. You came here for a reason. And I believe it's that you know that right now your business is not working. So you can either take what I've taught you today, stay stuck and continue to struggle for the next year or 2 years or 5 years. Or if you want this to be the year that you finally add 5 figures a month to your business, if you want to take your business to the next level while seeing your clients get amazing results, then this is what I have for you. My team and I have set aside some time to talk to you about getting this strategy working right now in your business, because every business is different. Now, there's no cost for this session, but you must be absolutely committed to adding an extra 5 figures per month to your income fast while delivering great value for your clients. And you must have a service to sell. So this definitely won't work for businesses such as MLM businesses or multi-level marketing, because our techniques just don't work in your market. And here's why we're doing this. On the call, we'll help you plan out exactly what steps you'll need to take and in what order, so that you can get this launched successfully in your particular niche, because every niche is different. And if we think we're a good fit to work together, we'll invite you to work with us, implementing your plan to add 5 figures per month to your business fast. So simply click the link to apply. We have just a few spaces remaining this week, so please do book yours now. I can't wait to talk with you and see how we can help you get this working in your business. Bye for now.